Hey everyone, Justin Thomas here. I want to run through my new product of Solic.io and sort of show y'all how it works and what we have so far. And I would love any suggestions or opinions on things that we need to do to make the system better. So once you go to the website and create a free account, you'll come to this dashboard page. You'll see here that we have an SDK, a PHP SDK, and we also have a WordPress plugin if your website runs on WordPress. This is platform independent service though, so you can use the SDK to implement the service on your application. We're also looking at providing SDKs for other languages as well at some point. So right now, what I'm going to kind of go through is how you set this up, and then how you set this up if you were using a WordPress website for now. And then we will get later on in coming releases probably SDKs for other languages. Right now, so if you go over to forms, you'll see that we have some forms here. I have this form. I can go in, create a new form here. Just create a new form. I can, once I have that form, I can go and edit this form, and we can set up fields for the form that we want. So in this case, I can give it a field name, a field type. Right now we have these three types: text, email, and text area. There will be more types coming. And then, as you can see here, I've set up a few fields. You know, we can change the name of these or delete them or whatever. Once that's done, we can go in here and view one of these fields. And from this view, you will see forms that have come in, form submissions that have come in, you know, with an IP address, a date, whether or not it was considered spam or not spam. So if I click on one of these, you'll see that, you know, if you read through this, you can tell that it's obviously spam. So there's that. Now, in order to set this up, if you're running a WordPress website, I will say real quick before we get to that part, I still have a lot of documentation to write on how to implement this without using our SDK. So I'm going to be writing a lot of documentation on that. That will be coming. In order to use this on a website though, one thing that we'll need to do is we need to set up API tokens. So you'll go here, you'll give it a name, hit create, and it'll pop up an API token. Now you'll need to copy that token, because once you close that window, you will not be able to see that key again. And as you can see here, I've got several tokens created. You know, I can go through and delete any of these tokens, regenerate new tokens, whatever. But you will need that token in your WordPress plugin, or, you know, your custom implementation, whatever. So for an example, let's go. So once we have that, we can jump over here. From the dashboard, you can also download the WordPress plugin right here. That's the full WordPress plugin. Let's jump over to my sample WordPress site. Once you install this plugin, this is it right here. You'll see this piece. This is now activated. Once this is activated, you're going to have Solic options. This has a few administrative fields, and this screen right here is where you will need to put your API key under Solic options. I'm not going to click on it because as of right now you would see my API key, so We're not going to do that, but you just click on this. It has two options. Basically, you put your API key in there, and then you also plug in an email address that you want contact form submissions to go to if you don't want it to go to the administrative user of WordPress. Once that's done, you should be set up to go. Once you have that API key plugged in, if you come to Solic Forms, then you're going to see here all the list of forms that you saw on the screen. And then how we take those and plug those into our site. So in this case, this is the short code that I want to use. So I would copy this short code, and I'm going to go to, say, my website. We'd jump over to the Contact Us page. This is basically my form, the name, email, leave a message that I created on Solic.io's website. And so whatever editor you're using in this, you would pull this in and plug in your short code where you want it to go, and that's going to pull up your form on your website. And that's pretty much it. That's the implementation. It's that simple with WordPress. It's pretty simple as well with the WordPress or the PHP SDK. You can go to the PHP SDK, and there is an example implementation. You can see how easy that is to do. And then creating your own, well, you can look at that SDK as an example as well to create your own implementation in another language for a different site if you want. And like I said, we do plan on having SDKs developed for other languages. So I hope that gives you a good quick rundown of how things work on Solic.io, and I hope that you give it a shot and see if it allows you to stop spam through your websites. Thank you. Bye.